Hi guys, welcome to the 650 to 700 portion of the E4 rating climb. So we've got the black pieces, but we're going to try just play like very solid in the center when we get black, and then as white, obviously we're going to play E4. So let's play like this, just trying to play really principled to help people out who are playing at this rating range, and these people will be given their points back at the end of the series. I'll tell chess.com this was for instructional values because I'm a higher rated player than what I'm currently playing at here. So we're gonna, if you got a chance to break in the center and hit a piece, I say do it. And now this knight is a little bit awkward. If we push this pawn out, what can they do? We're just gonna attack this loose piece in the center. I think it's fair to build in that good habit, you know. And then if here, can we hit it anymore? Maybe we go like that. But we'll probably just develop as normal. So this is hit once, but defended once. So I'm not gonna lie, guys. I've lost a few games at this rating range trying to do these videos, and you've seen most of them. In fact, it's a little bit embarrassing, but time is my issue, and yeah, I'm not afraid to admit that, guys. Got to isolate your problems, then we can improve, right? So I in this knight, if we ever want to take it. Step out of this pin. You know, it's a bit uncomfortable. The bishop eyeing my queen. X-raying my queen. Now we've got castle. Now we just want to develop. Kick that bishop out. Maybe a move to just connect the rooks coming soon. I'm actually going to pour some water on myself, guys. So this, if you ever wondered what's in that cupboard there, I know this room looks like a professional YouTube studio, but it's not. That tank is my my hot water tank cupboard. Have they moved? No. So I'm just checking everything looks good. You can see the time. Someone commented today the time wasn't showing in one of my videos. Someone was kicking off. Yeah, so in there's the hot water tank. Hence me being very hot. Now it is summertime. So we can take that. They open up the rook. If this, if takes, we have to damage my structure. So I'm gonna take that because now we're just hitting this twice. Isn't that just like a remove the defender tactic? Yeah, so let's get some water and mix out. I'm not gonna lie, I cannot think right now. It's just so hot. Just a little bit on the old chest. So now they're threatening mate. Very nice. I respect that, but we're gonna step back with the bishop. Because the bishop is a semi-loose piece. I know it's defended by the queen, but it looks a little bit silly out here. So it's nice to just clarify that bishop's role in the world. And put it there nice and safe. No longer a loose piece. This is what I say when it's one of the main things I say to people I'm teaching, by the way. If you want a lesson, link in description. To my Buy Me a Coffee to book lessons. But one of the main things I say is just like, loose pieces are just a magnet for tactics, and people do it every single week. You know, they just leave knights. Like if I left my knight like on this square here, it's gonna get attacked, and it's gonna be very hard to hold on to these sorts of loose pieces. So if this hitting that bishop is quite an aggressive move, but honestly I sort of like it because they're trying to take space. So why don't we do the same thing? Restricting their light square bishop. Must look a bit mental right now, guys, but yeah, very hot times. I think it's like 20 odd degrees, which is hot for the UK, you know. So they can take here. We double the pawns. Maybe I want to hit this queen. This queen's not got too many squares, you know. If this queen can retreat. Oh wow, now they're just opening up. Wait, what? I mean, I can take, which looks good, but I can also just take the piece. I don't get it. They're trying to trap my bishop. But if I attack their queen, or this, pin the pawn. That's a very nice move, not gonna lie, guys. a very classy move. Cannot take the bishop because we take their queen. And maybe we want to play... Could do this and hit the queen, but then they take the bishop here. So, what have we got? Am I getting myself in a pickle here? I might be. But now we've got another attacker on this pawn, which I like. Why don't we just smash things open? If they take my rook... I mean, they're getting attacked now. You know, my queen can come in. I mean, or this. They had to take the rook there. And in that case, they might have even been better if they'd just taken the rook. I would have had some attacking chances, you know, bishop coming, queen trying to get here. But yeah, this just loses a queen. So at this level, guys, they're good until they're not. This guy played some solid moves. But yeah, just hold out and you'll get through to them eventually. I think I might just get my arms, get a little bit. Is this the most mental thing I've done on camera, guys? Let me know in the comments. Alright. So this guy now contemplating life a little bit, maybe. Okay, nice. So the 650 to 700 portion of the climb today. We'll try to get as close to 700 as we can. Okay, who's this? A Slovenian Tim Filko. Ruy Lopez. E4 rated climb. Ruy Lopez, we just go back. We reinforce in the center. And we've got a very solid position. Look at that, bang. And now we're threatening to win this pawn in some situations. What about that? They take. We'd love to allow this move. Could we add some more pressure to this pawn somehow? What if we just break in the center? They take, we take. I quite like this. We're getting aggressive early on. I know we've not castled yet, but we're looking to get spicy. It looks nice because if takes, with queen here at the end, we're threatening some stuff like on this square maybe. Okay. We could, if we push here, they take. So if we remove the defender of this square, we could push and hit the knight. But what if they take this? This, we don't really want to let their bishop x-ray my queen. Let's just develop another piece. Well, it doesn't defend the center though, does it? What if this? Blunting the effect of their light square bishop. Not quite as tempo-y as I wanted to play this. I wanted to really just take their head off a little bit. You know, start storming in the center, but we probably should get castled now they have. But I'm very aware of this. Look, just making a mental note, guys. Where is our weakness in the position? Bang, these dark squares here. So it might be wise, especially in a shorter time control game, just to move the king off this really weak diagonal. Or put a bishop here, which actually kills two birds with one stone. It's what we wanted to do anyway. We wanted to get our pieces out so we can... This is both an aggressive and a nice defensive move. We can't play it now. But this is sort of a wasted... Like, that was their danger in this position, this diagonal. And they've sort of wasted it, you know? But like, there's going to be a lot of tactics. An open diagonal where your king's available for checks, you know. If you just... I often leave those little things in the position, and hopefully your opponent sort of hangs themselves. For example, if I'd played like my queen and king on the same diagonal, you know. And then they could have used that to greater effect. So again, we want to get our bishop out. Oh, knights and bishops. Knight? What's this knight doing? If knight here, do I need to worry about that? No, I just take. So I'm just going to keep developing. I'm not sure what this move is all about. But clearly they have a greater purpose that I'm not seeing. They're getting quite aggressive. If this, and they can just sack. Well, no, they can't sack because the pawn's pinned. I'm actually a little bit scared. They're looking quite aggressive right now. What are they doing though? Like, what is the? I guess they come here, threaten the mate. This doesn't work. I might just offer a queen trade, guys, because their pieces are looking quite aggressive. Yeah, I've only got a minute left as well, but just I really don't like my position here. But following my catchphrase, my strategy, they'll play good until they don't. Let's just get the queens off, make sure they don't somehow mate me, and then I should be able to win. And yeah, guys, at this level, I remember doing this. I always wanted to win the game. You don't have to like go out and win it. Like you just have to not lose, and they'll lose the game themselves. As yeah, it doesn't sound glamorous, but you know your opponents will hang themselves. So they go for this queen trade. Let's take. And now maybe push these pawns. Let's just connect the rooks first. Maybe this, try and trade off their beautiful dark square bishop. The light square bishop, not so good, but the dark square bishop, a real thorn in my side. Okay, so if here, they can't hit my knight anymore. It's sort of on an outpost square. And if takes, you know, I don't have to take and damage my structure. Take with the bishop. I think I'm happy there. Let's pre-move that. Not got much time. Maybe this. Slide back. My bishop is on a nice diagonal, just making this pawn pinned. And now, yeah, we've got to trade off that dark square bishop. And we're just in a very even position. The bang. So the only thing I'm really seeing for me is this pawn here looks a little bit weak, but it can be reinforced quite easily. So if this, have they got to jump with their knight? I don't see it. You know, they could go there, but after this, I think the knight has to retreat. Okay, can we keep pushing? I think we can. Let's just try and really constrict this knight. And this is also nice. It gives our king a little diagonal carpet to cut across the board, centralize. Yeah. So if this is that knight's not quite trapped, is it? You know what? I like keeping the connect four together because it absolutely nullifies any effect this knight can have. They're not going to trap my bishop, are they? Maybe they're going to try for like this. I think that's a good move. I can keep pushing though. They're trying to undermine my structure. I'm going to try and keep it all together. Yeah, now I'm just locking in a connected pass pawn for the endgame. In these situations, if you can lock everything up, I mean, where is that knight going? You lock everything up, you can eventually just bring your king. If this, I can... Yeah, I can just keep reinforcing. And they're just opening up their king now. You know, bang. Here. And if they take me... You know, they block, they take me, I bring another pawn. We can take that. Why not? 26 seconds. Okay, check. Can bring another rook. Yeah, let's do that. We're coming in like that. And that would just be mate, wouldn't it? I don't know what they do. I think they have to like run this way. But they can't actually escape. The pawns are too strong. These connected pass pawns, absolutely dominant there. I made a few mistakes. Should we just... let's just take stock of the situation, guys. Humble myself. I think... I want to know about this move. The other moves are all standard, but let's let the engine... Yeah, this move... Oh, I was trying to get a bit spicy, but... Yeah. And this whole thing, see how like the engine says that's like, it's like, okay. Opening up this diagonal, the engine says it's okay. And yeah, the best move going for the queen trade. They just looked very aggressive with this bishop and the queen. So, just nullified their attack. think everything else was alright. It doesn't like this move, pushing. Instead it likes the reinforced, double the rooks. Yeah, fair enough. But I loved this. I mean, this was just completely winning. Oh, but if they jumped here, I probably would have sacked a rook there. The 2 pawns. But yeah, this was gorgeous. And this was just coming in. So let's get back. Right, let's get back. Oh. Yeah, leave a comment, guys. What direction do you want the channel to take? Because I did a load of video on the different bots, didn't I? And now I'm just in limbo, really. So, oh, I said I wasn't going to play Sicilian, didn't I? Oh, well. We're going to play a bad Sicilian. So we're going to put our queen in the center, which is bad, because they can hit our queen. So trying to play, like, simple stuff, what people at this level would be playing to try and give people good plans. So we've just lost a bit of tempo there in the opening, so we're in a little bit of a bad spot. You know, they've got 3 pieces developed, we've only got 1, but it's a nice piece. It's pinning one of their pieces, so it's almost like having 2 pieces developed. You know what I mean? So we'd like to play that. This move would allow us to expand in the center, kick their bishop, gain a little tempo, gain some central control. So this looks like an idea. Check. Attacking the piece, but they just slide back. What are they threatening? Like here? I mean, let's do it. It just forces them to go back. Develops our queen. We're quite happy. And this threat was a little bit annoying. I don't really know how we defend that. Maybe rook here would have been okay as well. So yeah, trying to allow this, gaining some tempo. And then let's get our pieces out, guys. Play very solid. Yeah. Okay, so this and one more game, and we should be alright. I'm just going to have a little application of water on the old... I feel disgusting right now. So like, oh man, you've not lost. You resigned. You just go back, block the check, right? There's nothing else I've got. Am I missing something? Yeah, you just go back. All right, last game, guys. Let's get. Well, it's pretty much 700. E4, right? So we've done a roulette pez. Let's do an Italian. Show the versatility of the Italian. Maybe we'll get a fried liver. But people at this rating range tend to really play against the fried liver. Tend to fear it quite a lot. And yeah, it shouldn't be possible because after this, if we go for it, they can just castle. Fried liver, where you pile up the pressure with these pieces here. So this pawn, you know, if we could take this. But no, that's Ruy Lopez. You take the knight and then win the pawn. Italian, what do we do? What's the plan? This pin looks nice, friendly. Maybe we slide back voluntarily. And now, in these positions, this double knight hop is often quite nice. You oh god. Oh. Alright, so in this position, guys, you often don't want to move a piece in the opening twice, because it's often, like, it's generally a waste of time. But in this position, it's actually quite nice, because you're attacking a pinned piece, you know, you're threatening, like, takes, and they have to damage the structure, something like that. Okay, alright, and this is another thing. So when they expand at you, like this, and you're thinking, should I retreat or should I sack? I say sack if it's a nasty, annoying pin to deal with. Which it looks bad, but they can just pivot the bishop back, and I don't think it's that annoying for black to deal with. But now, we've got some pressure here. If we just take... because that's forcing. And then we should retain this level of pressure at the end. This, if takes, we're hitting the rook. Or do we take with the bishop first, and then we're threatening... What are we threatening? Not much. I think we take with a knight. Keep the bishop on the board. Any benefit to takes? No, because then we can't take this pawn. Let's take like that. I was thinking, do they have this move, hitting the knight and hitting this checkmate square, but it is defended. So this hits the rook. And also stops that queen idea. Always looking for the threats, guys. Always respecting our opponents here at Chess Goals. Respect the position, you know? So, could we add pressure to this bad boy knight in the center? Develop the queen, add some pressure. If we develop the knight, they can just take. This looks very natural. I've only got a minute left, so time crunch now, guys. At least I've not lost a game today. Normally by now I've messed up. So this idea looks interesting, hitting the rook. And if rook moves over, maybe we're going to have this in the future with the queen and bishop synergizing. Big word for me, I know. Synergizing on this square. I think that's quite a coherent move. Develops a piece, protects this pawn from any threat in the future. So what have we got? This and takes. We take. I'm not sure about that actually. Wait, I've only got 50 seconds. Wait, if this and they take this, we don't really have a great continuation, but neither do they. Maybe we can go for it. Not gonna lie, guys, I'm not sure about this move, but time pressure, you know, gotta move. Developing a piece, if in doubt, developing a piece is probably okay. So, I mean, actually this bishop is defended, so we can't just take. But then we get tripled pawns. No, I'm not doing it. Yeah, if we took here and they took my bishop, we would have taken back and got triple pawns. This looks interesting, hitting that piece, hitting this, but the queen can... Well, they could take. We take, they take. I'm doing it. Just on instinct. What am I doing? Why not take the piece? What? I guess it's an in-between move. It hits another piece. This hits the queen. But I do get that piece eventually, don't I? But yeah, a bit of a... 20 seconds left. Maybe not my finest move. And I'm even on material. I probably don't want to trade queens, but my structure's slightly worse, so you probably shouldn't trade queens when your structure's bad, but I don't like the alternate of just starting running the king around the board, so let's try and trade a rook, because their rooks are looking very, very open. They're both on the open files. I cannot tolerate that. And, ooh, can we use this as an opportunity to improve my structure? Offer him a little trade. Please take. Oh, I take. Okay, and now we can bring the king. I don't even want to take because it ruins my structure. I like this more, bringing the king. And actually, I'm going to take with the king in order to centralize it. This. Putting our king on the left side of the board. So maybe... If we want to get to this square, if we can get our king here, put them in opposition, we're happy. Because then we just control their king. And that should be enough to win, honestly. Just the fact that we control the board. But now they're going to put me in opposition. If they're good. If they've done their end game study. Yeah, that's probably the best move. But if they don't play this, I'm just going to dominate their king. Very, very well played. Nice move. So pawn cuts off this square. And now this is... I actually wish I hadn't moved forward too. Because this is like a Zeus long situation where whoever we want like another piece to move around. Although I can go here. I can go here because pawn cuts off this square, but they can keep oppositioning me. I really don't know who's winning here. This might just... I think this is a draw, isn't it? 28 seconds. If this, they can come in. Oh god, I don't have time to calculate this. Oh god, I really don't have time. Go this way? At least our pawn's closer. Oh, they're going that way. I don't think that's quick enough. Is it? We can pre-move it. I think it still might be a draw. We might promote at the same time. Oh, it comes with check though. Check. Oh, and this is a very tough end game to play under time pressure, but we're going to gain some time. No, I'm not going to take a draw. We're going to keep doing this, and you do that until they step in front of the pawn, and then we can bring the king or that. Check. Oh, God. I'm bottling this. 30 seconds. Here we go. Here we go. They've got to. All right. Nice. And then more checks until they step in front of the pawn. Nice. We're coming in. Don't stalemate them. This again. They've got to move. And there we get it. Oh, a bit tense there at the end of the time pressure, guys. But that's my 650 to 700 rating climb. Yeah, these players will be given the points back at the end. Tellchess.com is for instructional purposes. And I hope, guys, you get something out of that, and that helps you, you know, try and get up the ranks if you're at this sort of sub 1000 level. Hope that helps. Cheers. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed that. See you next time.